Hey y'all, what's going on? So I'm back in here. Y'all already know. We're gonna have to talk about love and fucking hip hop. I have had it with that. What the hell? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. I have fucking had it. Okay, now I'm not gonna talk about everything because there's a whole bunch of shit I would love to just go directly to and just go in on. But let's see, where do I want to start? First of all, let me say this, and yeah, I'm pretty much, it's like I want to address them. First of all, Scrappy, let me have a talk with you, honey, about what the hell's going on. Now, you know you took your ass in there and was pissing dirty. Now, he apparently had an issue, went to see his PO or whatever, and PO supposedly said this urine is cold or whatever. Why is it so cold? You know, I don't know. She's a legend. It seems to me like that he brought some ass's urine in there. He's gonna piss dirty. So he calls his attorney on the phone, and the attorney tells him to leave. Meanwhile, he has his mama there, the attorney, and he asked Erica to come. Okay, so Erica comes in there. Mama D's kind of like, well, what's she doing here? Mama D, we've been through this shit. Mind your motherfucking business when it comes to what the hell he's doing as far as his relationship. Damn it, go find Bucky's motherfucking ass somewhere. Shit, you getting on my damn nerves. Just be concerned about your son and the situation. Never mind Erica being there. Shit, find you something else to do. Anywho, so he has his little thing sideline said, I want my ride or dies with me. Who's going to be there? My riders, this and that, his mama and Erica. So the guy tells him, listen, this is what you need to do. You need to go back. And since they denied it and wouldn't take it and this and that and other, but I still don't feel like Scrappy is telling it all. And this shit, and Mona, girl, here we are with yet a new scene that you done staged, baby. This whole thing with the attorney there, and oh, girl, you a stage. Ooh, yes, God, Mona, you better stage some shit. Anywho, so off of that, because I wanted to throw that shit in real quick. It wasn't, whatever. Scrappy, by now done dealt with that, or either he still ain't got out, whatever, however. In the midst of that, let me see. If I start talking about her, it's just never gonna stop. Okay, no. Do I want to go? No, I really don't want. This is what I have to say. Let me go ahead and go to Miss Honey Cabbage, Miss Radio. Now, apparently, before I go to that, Carly Red is apparently selling champagne coochie hair. And you can get your hair done, this and that and other. Possibly have some fix-a-flat pumped in your ass if you want an ass that looks just like hers. This bitch might as well have had an ass and some hair and be like, I can't, bitch. You selling everything. But I ain't gonna shade you for the hustle or whatever. So she invites Miss Tracy to come or whatever because she wants Tracy to kind of, speak out about it, on her radio show and this and that and other. She's like, why don't you get your hair done? So I guess she's going to let her get her hair done free, get some of her hair. And she was like, everybody asked me where my hair is from, which I do like the movement on Carly Ray, the hair, whatever. Would I get some? I don't know. So she's like, she's smiling and shit. And then she somehow ushers that into, she's feeling old school, like back when she was in school and she ain't felt this way. It's a guy she been kind of digging on for, I think she said 2 years or some shit like that. And they going on their first date and blah, 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 which I was like, good. Well, bitch, why are you going through the shit you be going? I can't. So Carly's like, okay, and somehow get the money and the checks and make sure to put it, scoop it in and put that in the radio and this and that and other. So she's going out on a fucking date. Carly asks her, do you want to bring him? Or you can bring anybody that you want to bring, as long as you say the shit on the radio. Which she's like, I got you. So she gonna get her hair done, come to a little function, for a little nothing. Anywho, so off of that, now let me ease over to Arian, K. Michelle, and Mimi. And y'all, again, like I said, I'm not trying to, it seems like this episode and last episode, I'm not even trying to go into the blow by blow, which I don't do that, but I do, I try to, but not all the time. So Arian's feeling some kind of way. You know, she goes to church and, you know, she has Mimi to come to support her. And, you know, it was a touching moment. You know, her granddad passed and he meant everything to her. You know, and I'm so sorry about that. Mimi's there supporting her. Now, you know, good for the friendship. Meanwhile, K. Michelle's on the other side clapping and shit. She comes up and tries to sing, but she was already kind of feeling it as far as in the spirit or whatever. On the side, went up there to try to sing, broke down and started crying. What I noticed that was good, Mimi was clapping for her, this and that and other. Arian, girl, you always take the show, honey, because you look absolutely fabulous. I just have to give it to you. Like, you come always on point. Mimi's there clapping, this and that and other. So the shit's over. So, you know, Mimi's like, I'm really not trying to do this with K. Michelle. Arian wants him to kind of talk it out. And she's like, I just don't want to do it. And this is not the time or the place. K. Michelle was apologetic, and she said I was wrong. I mean, I believe her in what she was saying. That was how she felt. Mimi is looking, and Arian's like, well, say something. She's like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't have nothing to say. Like, oh, I don't know. K. Michelle was wrong or whatever, and yes, Mimi, you was going through a whole bunch, but I really think that it was an earnest apology, but it ain't about what nobody else thinks, Ermi, and this and that and other. And K. Michelle was like, even if you want cuss or whatever, if you ain't got nothing to give, don't. She said what she had to do. She paid it on that, and you either going to accept it or you not. So they all kind of hugged and laughed, and Arian told K. Michelle, I'm here for you, however, whatever. They there for each other. Mimi, I don't know what to say about that, y'all. Y'all leave that below, because it is up to her to whether she wants to accept the apology or not. Do you feel like K. Michelle was earnest with her apology? I do. That's my opinion. Okay. Moving on along. Rashida and Kurt. Kurt, you know, I could call you a sack of motherfuckers right about now and a whole bunch of shit. But it's neither here nor motherfucking there, because you making your damn self look bad. So Rashida, she goes and meets up with Waka Flocka's mama, which might I add, honey, I'm digging to her a little bit better now, because ooh, girl, you tried it with that hair last time. It was just a hot ass mess. But Rashida saying, I'm ready to leave Kirk. She's kind of like, you know, I need you to manage me. And she's kind of like, what Kirk think about it? Rashida's like, it ain't about him. It's me as the artist, this and that and other. Because Kirk's jumping a motherfucking fool now. Now, I heard, what I had heard, was that Kirk's got another love interest somewhere. Now, I don't know how true that is. And Rashida, girl, I'm sure you was on it or whatever, trying to see what's going on, honey. Good luck with that. So she's talking to Waka Flocka's mama, talking about what she wants to do and this and that and other, and I want a new manager, and it ain't working with Kirk, and we just can't do it. And right now, they ain't jigging and this and that and other. So she's got some ideas of what she wants to start. But before, as your girl's talking and kind of going back and forth, she's like, but it's one more other thing. I'm pregnant. Instantly, Waka Flocka's mama is kind of looking like, oh, Lord. The hell I'm going to do with a pregnant ass? You know what I mean? Which, I think this is ridiculous, and she will never throw shade at Rashida like that. Like, Rashida was like, I think that people are embracing, you know, women being pregnant a little bit more now in the industry. And then our girl was like, now wait a minute, I hope you ain't gonna try to be like Beyonce, because this, in other words, you ain't nothing like a Beyonce, honey. That's top shelf, girl. You burl in the door, you at the damn, you the help. Like, girl, you don't have to throw shade like that. Okay, be real, but you ain't, really? I think Waka Flocka's, listen, I ain't even gonna get into his mama and could care fucking less, but she was in this scene. But Rashida's like, I just want to do this and get through it. You know, she got songs now. Rashida, oh Lord. The song, baby, from the back door, the boot, it all alludes to the back door. And okay, well, and somebody send that song to me if it's already out, because I want to hear it in its entirety. Because, honey, I was on the floor, like, what in the back door, and like, shit, man. I was like, what in the okay, Rashida, now girl, Anywho, whatever sells, honey, get your coin. So she wants to do this video shoot, and by now, you know, with her being smaller and her being 4 months, she's really showing. So let's move on ahead to the damn photo shoot. Well, now, before that, let me have a minute with Tracy and her date. They go on a carriage ride, this and that and other. The guy seemed like he was nice or whatever, but maybe a little uncomfortable with the, you know, the cameras and this and that and other. I don't know. She asked questions. She digging on him. She won't know if he cheated, this and that and other, because God knows she couldn't stand to think that a man would look at another woman in any way while he's with her. She just, you know, given what happened to her, I guess that's understandable. She gets on my last damn nerves with some of the shenanigans that she pulls. I'm just not here for it, for real. So they have this date. She's like, it was some red flags. They talk, this and that and other. He's skinny and grinning, had beautiful teeth. Beautiful teeth. She looked nice. I don't know if you got your hair done, honey. Did you have some put in? That was just your hair. It just kind of looked like it was your hair. I thought maybe you was going to have some put in. But you look nice as well. So they have that. I just wanted to kind of throw that in. Now, let's go back to Little Scrappy just for a minute. Because by now, they done set the scene up. Which, can I just say this? What is this whole shit? Mona, girl, the way you have them walking in and the music playing and then looking like on the date and shit when they was on the hive or whatever they was doing on the date when she walked in or wherever it was. Like, nobody else is paying attention when she comes in. She's like, where is he at? And, oh, girl, you done staged the shit out of it. The only scene that you did not stage is when the Kimono Dragon was on and you had her in some bodega living. I don't know. I'm just not here for it. Apparently you don't like her. Anywho, moving on along. So, oh Lord Jesus, let's go back to Miss Rashida. Now Miss Rashida is there. Waka Flocka's mama is looking like, oh Lord, and the dudes are just standing there like they ain't doing nothing. He's like, wait a minute, you gotta do something. She's like, let's do something to get my eyes off of her tit. Like, honey, restrain, honey. Mama D #2. Anywho, so in the midst of that shit, y'all, excuse me, I got to plug my damn, oh shit. Did y'all hear that beep and go off? Anywho, so she's sitting there, she's trying to do the best she can, whatever. Here come Kirk in talking about some business account. What the fuck do you do, Kirk, honey? Really? I can't. Y'all, my husband's talking about it. Really, babe? I'm just... What do you fucking do that makes you think that you have any right to the money or whatever? Of course, I don't know how y'all coin is or what y'all doing or whatever, how much you... Ooh, he gets on my nerves. He's in there yet again, don't take no money, and then talking about what is this you doing, and this is your choice, and this and that and other. Like, you are getting the fuck on my nerves. Why shit, when are you gonna take your fucking heel and bash him in the fucking face? Meanwhile, Waka Flocka's mama's kind of looking this and that and other, and he spoke to her, you know, when he came in. He's talking about he's taking her name off the shit, and she's like, I don't care, and I, you know, have rights to half of it, this and that and other. Do whatever you're going to do, get on your bike. However, you know, part of that money is mine. All of it's yours, honey. You putting the damn work in. He ain't got no rights to shit. Anywho, so he's like, so what? We just doing each, you do what you doing, I do what I do, and she's more or less like, we ain't been jigging anywhere, and I don't really give a damn. And in her confessional, she's kind of like, I don't give a damn what he does. And that's why I ain't saying shit about him not coming in till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, the motherfucker wouldn't be coming to mine like that. Trust that. So he done upset her. Off of that, let's get off of that for a minute. Now let me go to this shit that went on at Miss Carly Red's little promotional shit, whatever, for the hair. So, Tracy, let me have a talk with you, because I really don't give a damn what Carly Red's doing. She was on the little thing, her ass deflated on one side. Who gives a damn? You know, about what Carly Red does. Why is she still there? I don't understand, but whatever. We're going to play her for dust. Tracy, first of all, how you going to invite Bucky? Why do you keep inviting this bitch? This bitch is not, like, who the fuck is this bitch? Nobody. And Bucky, let me have a minute with you, because when Flavor Flav don't want your ass, bitch, I don't know. Which I know that shit was set up too, but y'all can't with Bucky. And Tracy, how you gonna bring her and be like, I invited you because I think y'all should talk? Bitch, who the fuck are you? When you was at the damn interview mad because the women came looking a certain way, as far as you concerned, you upset, bitch. You and your baby daddy or whatever been broke up for what, 6 or 7 years? Like, girl, talking about we should be discussing as women, this and that and other. Bitch. Really? And Erica, I'm gonna tell you this, I would have to cut Miss Honey Cabbage off. Cause this bitch is making just wrong judgments. This is, what is this, the second time she done did some just wrong, sideways shit? It's like this bitch is trying to set shit up. Not that Mona don't got her motherfucking hand in her back and got her going like a fucking puppet. Cause you know Mona's written all over this shit, honey. This is drama extraordinaire. So, pause there for a minute and let me have a second with, so Stevie meets up with Mimi and the baby and they have a nice little scene, and Mimi, baby, hustling's not going anywhere. And if it's any truth to from what I gather, Stevie J and you know, I can't say 150%, and Hustling got married. So, girl, what are you saying? He can't see his child, like, move on with your motherfucking life? And Stevie, let me have a talk with you, and this whole shit that you doing, you throwing her mixed signals and shit. Whew, I can't. So they sitting there, and it's a nice little scene, and the baby saying, Daddy gotta work, and this and that and other, and that's another motherfucking thing. That baby is saying that, Mimi, because I don't care what you say what the fuck you want to say. Now, she might say she want daddy or whatever, but this whole thing working and daddy's this and this. Girl, this is some shit you saying. And now it's rubbing off on the child. Don't be down talking him or whatever you doing in front of her. That's her daddy. Like, I don't agree with anybody who does that. You know, you can do what the fuck you want to do. You know, but try to shield the children. And he loves his child, and you said yourself he's a good dad, so don't do that. So they sitting there, and Stevie's like, and at some point, he was like, well, I see the watch is gone. She said she returned it to sender. She went back to him. So she is, from what I understand, dating him right now. I still dating him now. Yesterday, it could have changed, or the day before. But last I looked, they did kind of get back together or whatever. They do have some pictures together. So they sitting there, and she's glad Stevie's giving her gifts and this and that and other, but you can kind of see in her eyes that she got a twinkle of maybe we could get together. And you keep saying these sideline hoes. First of all, let me just tell you this. Now, Hustling came in and did what she did. But she's no longer the side hoe. At this point, you are the side hoe. As bad as that fucking sounds, honey, you are. And Hustling is who he's with. I'm just saying, you know, so time for you to meet somebody that's good for you, not that motherfucking stunt queen that you trying to date, giving you them Polexes and this and that and other, and looking for Olive Olay models and looking a motherfucking fool and blinking you out and, ooh, girl, no ma'am. And telling you damaged and this and that and other. I'm not here for it. Okay, so they have that scene. Now let's travel on back to the shit that's going on between Erica and Bucky. Like, oh. Now, at first I thought, and I had kind of heard that she was kind of mad or something at first, but now I know, but I found out since then that that's not necessarily, that wasn't so. This is all about Bucky, you feeling entitled to scrap. Honey, you're never gonna be it. You will always be his motherfucking cum bucket. Now, I know some of y'all gonna be like, woo, much love. You dug deep for that one and got real raw on her ass. That's all she is. She will never be wifey, his woman, none of that. He will continue to go to the convenience hoe. Girl, as long as you open your door and he can, it's a revolving motherfucking coochie door, bitch, he is going to come up through there. Here, do what he got to do and move on. You know, it is what it is. Now, I'm not saying Erica's got nothing that great or whatever in scrap, because he apparently is still cheating or whatever and probably gonna do it forever. Long as his bitches like you out there in which to lay up with him and then feel like you want to talk to his main woman, like you the main woman or whatever. You was the one engaged. Like, bitch, don't do that. Then you got upset because Erica's like, yeah, I started off. I want to know why my name's in your mouth. Well, bitch, ain't no love lost between y'all. And Bucky's like, well, I was going to try to be that way until the bitch came like that. Bitch, fuck you. You done screwed her motherfucking man and everything, bitch. You knew the situation. Fuck you. What respect are you due, hoe? None. But what I just gave you, hoe. I'm trying to figure that out, bitch, why you feel motherfucking entitled. This is what I'm trying to get. And I by no means, because I had somebody write me and say, you want to put the blame all on Bucky. No, I'm not putting the blame all on Bucky. But one thing about it, motherfucking Bucky, bitch, he could not have laid on you, behind you, however he's screwing you, bitch, without you letting him in. Now, Scrappy, he's a dog. He's a dog and he's going to continue to play. He's going to continue to cheat. Ain't no doubt in my mind that he's angry in this shit. But if you think I'm going to be feeling sorry for Bucky's motherfucking ass and she knew they was dating, she gets none from me. It is what it is. You know, you treat a bitch accordingly, honey. And, child, that's about like the mistress and the motherfucking wife. The wife gets it all. Mistress can think what she want to think and be like, well, if you was really doing all that, he wouldn't be with me. And this bitch think what you want to think, bitch. But you're just that. The motherfucking mistress. The second bitch. Anywho. So this shit goes on. Miss Tracy's trying to stop them and tell her Shay don't say this and this and that and other. This is when the whole fight went on and Miss Honey Cabbage got, you know, Bucky got this shit on her eye. However, she said it was her bracelet. I don't know. At one point, they were saying that they thought that Erica had cut her or something. Not Erica. Yeah, Erica had cut her or whatever. And y'all know that they kind of bleep out the fighting and this and that and other. Meanwhile, Bucky's outside the door. And let me also mention this. Bucky, why was you going in and yelling at Tracy? And Tracy, girl, I would have had that bitch escort and get security, get this motherfucking bitch out of her. But first of all, she shouldn't have been there, Tracy. Who the fuck are you trying to save shit? Bitch, you ain't got your motherfucking shit together. You ain't quite figured out how to move on. Anywho. This. Oh. You ain't quite figured out how to move the fuck on. And you ain't, oh girl, you tried it. Okay, so they kind of arguing, and Erica's like, if my contact would have been this, and Bucky's like, if that bitch would have did that, I really would have done. Okay, if I could have, would have, maybe if y'all had not held me, shoulda, woulda, woulda. Okay? Anywho, so that goes on. What else? What else stood out to me? Like, y'all, that's it for me. What stood out to me or whatever. Now, if y'all want me to start kind of going in depth and just going scene for scene or whatever, y'all drop that shit below and let me know. But I pretty much talk about what stands out to me. I'm just, they just doing the absolute most. And on this next one, apparently Hasleen wants to be engaged, and that's kind of alluding to the shit that already happened. What else? Old dude's gonna find out about her having a new guy friend and this type of thing. And we just gonna see what's gonna, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna transpire, how this shit's gonna, and Mr. Kirk, first of all, let me go to you, I got to say this, you going off and you going with, Benzino and going to the cabin with whoever that little mini-me was, you got bitches on your lap and shit and doing all, what? Like, that was totally disrespectful. Like, she wasn't gonna see that shit on the cutting board when the show was going on. Like, oh, girl.